So if you're suffering with back pain, back stiffness, when you bend forwards it feels like it's sore, then don't worry, I'm going to show you 3 simple exercises that you can do once a day to give your back that freedom and movement back into it. The first one is this. Now I want to run through these exercises in real time, so if you want to follow them through with me as I'm doing it, that would be perfect. So in this position, you're going to do the cat stretch. You're going to push your back all the way up into the air and then all the way down. So full range of motion, pushing all the way up, all the way down. The benefit of this is that it's articulating and moving your spine, but it's not moving your spine while gravity is acting upon it. So because your spine is horizontal, there's less compression through it because there's not that gravity compressing. So as a result, you can move your spine and free up the discs, free up the joints and release the muscle by doing 10 to 15, maybe even 20 of these once a day. And then once you've done this and you're happy with that movement, you can then move on to the second movement, which is called the scorpion. Now with the scorpion, you're going to be lying on your front. So like this, and then you've got your feet up like this. You can figure out why it's called the scorpion now. And then you roll your hips to the side and then this way. So what we've done, that first exercise was focusing on the sort of forwards and backwards, the frontal plane of movement of the spine, flexion, extension. This is rotation, so you keep your chest as flat as you can. You just have your hips and your legs rotating, and you can see my hips rotating, my chest staying flat, and this is creating a really nice rotation movement through the back. You can do this one on the floor, on the bed. All of these exercises can be done from your bed, so if you wake up in the morning, it's a great time to do the exercises. Try and free things up. The more you can free things up before you get out of bed, you're going to feel like you've taken a little leap forwards before you even let your feet touch the floor. So this is what I often advise clients to do, is get it done in the morning before you get out of bed, and then again if you can do it in the evening before you go to bed, it gives you that little boost forward so that your back's less sore at night. Okay, so this one, I'm getting close to 20 reps now. Rotation through the spine. So we've done the cat stretch, which is all about moving up and down in flexion extension. We've done the scorpion, which is about rotation of the spine. We're now going to do another exercise, which is to stretch off the glute muscle all the way through into the lower back. And I'm going to show you that one by doing this. So it's a single leg knee hug. Grab one knee and pull up to your chest like this. And as I do this, I can feel a stretch right the way through into the lower back. So I'm pulling up, holding it here. You hold for 30 seconds. And then once you've done this one, you then change the movement ever so slightly, and I'll show you that one in a second. So with this, you can do it seated. Some people find when they're pulling up, they get a pinching in the groin. If you get a pinching at the front, that's not what we're after. You only want to stretch there. So if you get that, maybe try it seated on the edge of your bed, because it changes the position of your hips and spine. And some people find when they're doing it seated, they're getting less pinching, more stretch. But anyway, we're holding this one for 30 seconds, and then you pull across the body like this. You can use both arms across like this, or you can keep your shoulders flat and use one arm to pull yourself across. Now when I do this, I feel more coming around to the side here, stretch across, hold this one again for 30 seconds. So we've pulled up directly, we've pulled across, and then we do the same thing with the other leg. Directly up, hold for 30 seconds, and then you're going to go across again. Now what you want to make sure is that, of course, if you've got pain on just one side of the back or one hip, then you need to prioritize that side when you're doing this exercise, but definitely do both, because what you will find is that both sides are going to be stiff and tight, even though you may only have pain on one side. So putting across here. Now if you're struggling to grab your knee, I'm going to show you another variety of variation that you can do, which you might find a bit easier. Okay, so you've done that one. Now, if you're struggling to hold on to your knee, try it like this. So go to the edge of your bed, put one knee on, and then just bring your body down. You can see that I'm just using my body weight to get that same flexion through the hip and stretch into there. So you hold this one, 30 seconds again, and then again, just move your body to the side and do this. And I can feel now it coming more to the side. It's as if I'm just pulling my leg across, but I'm not actually having to pull with my arms because my body weight is doing the exercise for me. So again, you hold this one for 30 seconds again. Now, what we're going to do is you've got in those 3 exercises. So you've got the cat stretch for flexion extension, you've got the scorpion for some rotation, and then this exercise, it provides a bit of rotation and flexion, but it will also just stretch right through the tight muscles. My advice for you is to do these in the morning, right before you get out of bed, because what we often find in the morning is things are stiff, they need that movement put into the spine to free things up. And then if you can get it done in the middle of the day, that's great. If you can't, then just aim for the end of the day, you get into your bed, you do them again, and then what you'll find is rather than in the night, you're getting a bit of a sore back or waking up with a bit of stiffness or pain, then hopefully it gives you that little boost forwards for you to go to sleep so that it doesn't actually cause that aggravation at night. So at least get it in once a day, if you can, either end of the day. And if you've got any questions about these exercises, of course, put them in the comments. If any of these exercises make things worse, then maybe don't do them. A little bit of discomfort while you're doing them is fine, because all that means is that it is tender, it is vulnerable, but you're getting some movement back into the joints. As I say, questions in the comments. Let me know how you get on with this.